And I'm so tired, yeah, all I need is good vibes. Shit ain't right on this side. Yeah, all my niggas dying and the president be lying. I got Zop in this raw, I wanna fly. Put the Zaza in the sky. Shit ain't right on this side. Yeah, all my niggas dying and the president be lying. I got Zop in this raw, I wanna fly. Losing my cool, I'm losing my patience. You using your stimulus just to lose it in Vegas. I see a lot of APs, I see a lot of Rolexes. I'ma buy them off of these niggas right after the demic. I can show you what style, I can show you what rapping. After all this shit that happened, no, we gotta be brothers. Cal Williams said we good and we better than that. But we get shot and nothing happens, how we set up for that? You see my culture expensive, that's why they paying it to us. It be you Terry Crews niggas tap dancing for that.
Welcome to The Vibe with Miss Pink
and Fearless Swagger.
Today we have several guests in the building for our second session of the Kings and Queens Unite. We have Maven here in the studio. We also have Ashley, and we have Daren and NeeNee. Thank y'all for joining me today. We definitely appreciate y'all coming out with us today.
No problem.
We're still on the topic of talking about relationships and dating within our generation. There's been a lot of hilarious comments, I should say, thus far. We've had some very entertaining guests with us, especially when Best Friend was here. He's definitely a whole comedian.
A whole vibe.
Yeah, right, he has his own vibe, I'll definitely say that. So everybody knows that I'm single. Been single now for like 8 months. I don't know. I stopped counting. But we can still shout out to NeeNee and Daren who are engaged. I know the pandemic is holding up y'all wedding. I know y'all been ready to make it official.
Yeah.
The pandemic definitely stopped everything because we had everything planned, ready to go, and pandemic was like, you thought. So we still engaged.
Yeah, it sucks. It sucks. Don't get me wrong. It sucks.
And I want to say congratulations because y'all had baby number 3 during the pandemic as well.
Well, you know.
Okay, y'all booming over there.
Yeah, but you know, things happen. Yeah. We're going to keep it at that, you know. Keep it at that.
So while we're talking about y'all and y'all are engaged, can y'all tell us how long y'all been together, how y'all met?
This year will be 10 years.
It's really been 10 years?
Yeah.
June 25th, 2011.
Oh,
Yeah. And I've been there since the beginning. 10 years went by fast.
This is one of the first ones who knew.
I would say it was a handful of people that knew, but, you know, just let it happen, you know. It is what it is. 10 years later, you know, three babies. I'm happy with that.
We met, so his parents owned a house on the same street that my aunt owned a house on. And I used to look at him out the window mowing the yard and stuff like that. And I'd be like, ooh, who is that? Yeah, I'm definitely going to get him. Yep, that's mine.
Oh, so you shot your shot first.
It definitely was not mine.
Shoot your shot. Here for that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I shoot my shot. I said I did stuff to get noticed.
You were shooting your shot.
Right.
You were shooting your shot.
Subliminally shooting your shot.
Like I go out in the front when he was in the front type thing. His dog used to follow me around. I make that my little gateway. Like, oh yeah, come here.
So how many houses down was it? Like.
Literally, it was a
right
direct,
across,
right across the street.
Literally across the street.
Oh, okay. That's, yeah.
Like, I wouldn't even say it was 50 feet. I wouldn't even say that. You know what I'm saying?
He could come stand on his front porch and yell her name and she'd probably hear it.
Oh.
That's close enough.
Okay, so I'm not sure if Maven and Ashley, are y'all single? Are you dating?
I'm out here.
I'm out here.
I'm out here.
Well, what's the longest relationship that you've ever had?
I think the longest relationship was 3 years. We were together for 3 years.
3 years, okay.
I'm currently single. Longest relationship 5 years.
5. Yeah, that's probably like my longest. I don't want to
be
dwell
like
on that.
y'all when I grow up.
No, but see, even when the year, to me, the years stop counting if it doesn't become successful. If it ends, then it just
I would know. I've been single for 10
Repeat.
years, so.
Kendra, how long was your longest relationship?
5.
I think I was there for that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh.
I just wanted that, nip that
Well,
one in the bud,
it ended. I'm almost where it comes off my my credit.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Where it gets erased and everything. But I do want to know, as far as like, I'm gonna start with y'all, mainly because y'all engaged, and so the blending of the family. How has that been with the blending of the family? And
All I'm gonna say is you just take it as it comes. Complaining about it is not going. It's not going to make it no better. So it's like you go with it as it comes. You start with her. Yeah.
Because in the beginning it was hard, like with his mom. You know what I'm saying? Trying to live up to what a daughter-in-law is supposed to be, type thing. And for me, it's like I felt like I never could please her, type thing. And so I just sat down and talked to her, and we bonded over different types of things. And from there, it's like we inseparable now. It's mother-in-law, daughter-in-law. D-I-L, M-I-L. We're not playing.
Now I can say on my behalf, like with her mom and her dad, they just accepted me. Of course, I had to had that talk with her father. I still haven't had talked to nobody about that one, but still this day, it was fine. So.
You the only child?
No, I got an older brother.
But boys. Okay, that's what's wondering with the mom. That's why I was trying.
Yeah.
But you also the youngest, right?
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
But I noticed though when moms only have boys or only one child and it's a boy, it's totally different when when a child is dating versus if they have other children and the girl.
I don't know. I'm the only girl and the baby girl.
Yeah, I'm about to say being the youngest it's you think it's hard, but it's much easier to me. I feel. Because the oldest.
That must be the male perspective.
No, I'm
yes. That's the male perspective.
For the girlfriend, for the wife, and for the fiance.
As a daughter,
it's cool for
I'm
me.
sure
but
it was no problem.
Of course, we know the youngest daughter. We know how that's gonna go.
Yeah, I'm over it. I'm going through.
Yeah,
I'm over.
I'm not the youngest.
How many people you got before you?
So I have 2 brothers. Well, I had 2 brothers. One of my brothers passed away. That was my mother's son.
Okay.
And then my other brother is my father's son.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a good relationship with him. Oh. And they're way older than me. So my brother that passed was 20 years older than me. Okay. And then my brother that we still share a father with, he's 13 years older than me. So.
Yeah, I gotta remember that part. That the male
so I'm
perspective is much
definitely
easier.
Definitely the baby.
Yeah, that's.
So while we're speaking on that, do you think your relationship with your parents shapes how you deal with your romantic relationships? Like, we can go around. Y'all can answer it.
Absolutely. I think, it either shapes or it deters you away from, like, what you never want to do or what you never want to experience. Most people will take, their history or their trauma or whatever, their upbringing, and either follow it or go totally opposite, away from, like their comfort zone or what they know. I definitely think, I think all of that matters. The relationship building, what you saw, what was your normalcy, what was your comfort zone, did you see a healthy marriage? Did you have both of your parents? And I think that what you take from it kind of also is molded by like life experiences too. You know what I'm saying? So like you have like a platform, but then you also have like life happens. And I think it's a combination of those two that kind of just, molds like what you're looking for, what you're not going to take, your standards, your mores, all that.
I can definitely agree with that.
I can agree. So my parents have been together for 41 years, going on 42 years. And, I've had both my parents my whole life. So there are certain things that I would, envision for myself. But there are certain things for me that I don't want to see in my marriage or my relationship, just because I've seen some of the stuff that my parents went through, or like how they are. Like, I love my father to death, I love my mother to death, but it's some things I'm just like, nah, when I get married, like, we not doing that. Like,
I think some of it
I'm not
also
rocking like, or I'm not rocking like that in certain things. And even in my family, like, all my aunts and uncles, like, they've had long marriages. People been married for 50 years and stuff like that. But they endured certain things that I know, me personally, I would not put up with. And I think also that's because of the generation is different now. You know, now women are more educated. We have, you know, we're more independent and we do more for ourselves. So for me, like, I'm never going to solely rely on a man to take care of me, period. Like, I didn't go to school and get all this education for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that's where we see the difference in the generation. Is like, I love, like, the friendship and all that they had. Like, my mom's always like, make sure that your spouse is your best friend and stuff like that. And that's cool. But it's other things that I see and I'm just like, nah, I can't do that in my marriage. Like, it would have to be different for me.
Yeah, I definitely think what we forget is that relationships are supposed to evolve over time, right? And so, like, there's generational differences. So, like, you're supposed to take the platform of what you see and then kind of mold it into, you know, what is realistic for you, right? So you take, like, you pull, like you said, you pull certain things from your parents' relationship. It's like, I admire that. I would love to have, you know, X, Y, and Z from your parents' relationship. Then it's also like, but we're in 2021 and there's certain things that are just no longer normal, no longer acceptable.
Exactly.
No longer, you know what I'm saying? Like, some things are just no longer acceptable.
The norm.
Right. Or
Like it's a
or
new
understand, you know, or understanding, like, we're a lot more educated, a lot more, like, experienced, or just even, like, exposed. You know what I'm saying? Like, every generation, like, because I have a 15-year-old daughter, right? And so I'm looking at her, like, some of these guys that she's like, oh, you know, my crush, or, you know, these little boys, and I'm like,
Right.
But I also understand that, like, what they see is normal, what they're brought up on, what they understand looks different than even me, and I'm only 18 years older than her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just that generational lapse, like you said, like, taking some of the platforms, but then understanding, like, 1970 merge is not 2020 merge. You know what I'm saying? So it's like still having some of those core values, but they look a little different in 2021. You know what I'm saying? Some things you're not gonna bend on, then there's some things it's like, I don't quite agree, Mom. Like, you know, you can't really tell her that because that's your mother, or you gotta tell her.
Oh no, I definitely told her
respectfully,
in a respectful manner. Like, no, I can't agree with that.
Like,
Hell no, I definitely tell her about no.
No,
it took me. I can't say it took me a while with my mom because, you know, like, I ain't gonna lie. I started talking to my father like, you know, he was my friend. You know what I'm saying? I treated him like my friend. I ain't gonna lie. But my mom is like, it took me a while to even, you know, start to talk back. But I was like, man, I'm 30 years old. Fuck, man. Nah, Mom, you're wrong. So it's like, now, you know, you gradually, you know, you can't be disrespectful, but you gotta tell people when they're wrong.
Yeah.
Right.
She raised me right, but I know how to tell you when you wrong. I should better, you know, you do the same thing, but I ain't doing it in a disrespectful manner. So, like, you know, we still grown, we still people.
And that's the biggest
I still
thing.
love you at the end of the day, though. You love me too, so
Right.
I should better say it. But you, of course, with her being much older than me and her being my mom, it's not going.
She always says, you know, I would have never been able to talk to my mother the way you talk to me.
Of course, like you
Yeah,
said,
right.
like
And
you said, you know, things are different in 2021. But of course, your kids gonna grow up, but you gotta let them grow up. You know, I'm a man. I'm not your daughter. Like, your daughter probably totally different, but she only had 2 boys, so yeah.
Yeah, so that was one of the things that we talked about as far as, like, a lot of adults or people in our parents' generation, when we start to voice how we feel, they take it as disrespect. And I haven't fully grasped my mind around why they feel that way. But I have come to an understanding
But that's
that
like-
it's a different generation.
Yeah, it's passed on down that, because I think we are at a place where we express ourselves. And a lot of stuff, like, our parents coming up, you know what I'm saying, especially me having older parents, them coming up, like, it wasn't no expressing yourself.
Yeah,
like,
they didn't have a voice.
You didn't, whatever grandma said or whatever, you was going to do that.
do what I
and
tell you to do.
You're not going to talk back, and you're not going to say no or whatever the case may be. But now, because I've had that issue where me expressing myself is, oh, you acting crazy, or no, if I'm telling you that I don't feel like being bothered, I don't want to talk to nobody, that's not me being crazy. That's just where I'm at right now. Like, I'm tired and I don't want to be bothered. Okay, let me give my time to myself. Then we can come back and whatever. But it's viewed as disrespect, and it's not being disrespectful. I'm a human. I have feelings and emotions too. But, you know, they always covered that stuff up.
Yeah. That was like one of the biggest things.
Okay.
You gotta be prayed away. Remember.
Shout out to my therapist. Jesus is my therapist. Praise the Lord.
Like they say you're supposed to pray everything away and.
Or get the Robitussin.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep.
Sleep it off.
Yep.
So that brings us to while we're talking about how things have changed as far as social media and dating and social media in regards to your relationships. I want to know, like, how do you think it has changed drastically? I would say even just from us getting out of high school, how much it has changed privacy and as far as boundaries with people. And I feel like sometimes there's a lot of insecurities that come out with social media in a relationship.
Definitely.
And
Oh yeah, you could be anybody on the internet.
right.
But that's why you don't tell your damn business.
That's why y'all stop idolizing these celebrities too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta be your own person. Yeah, you gotta make your own. You gotta
I
make
know,
your own
but,
footprints.
Like, y'all gotta understand, like sometimes it's hard for someone, and I'm not speaking from experience. I'm just speaking from,
The
what,
standpoint.
yeah, standpoint of what I see. Like some people who have always dealt with a void or always dealt with insecurities, it is easy to throw yourself into something that's one way. Social media can be very one way. It could be whatever I present. You know what I'm saying? You could turn off comments. Nobody has to, give me a rebuttal or see backwards. If I present one way, that's all you're gonna get.
That's what you're gonna get.
Some people who have these great insecurities, that control is enough. You know what I'm saying? That it's enough for me to present how I want to, gather what I want to, give you what I want to, respond back from what I want to. And that, what I'm saying, that is enough. And I had to realize, when we go into social media and relationships, like I had to realize, because I'm gonna speak for me. When I was in my 3-year relationship, I probably only posted my boyfriend once.
I put it to you like this. I've been in a relationship, like you said, for 10 years. I'm engaged. I'm not into all that woman crush. You don't need to see my woman. That's me on my personal behavior. I will. Don't get me wrong. I do it, but to me, I feel like I don't have to express her. She know how much I love her. That's mine. She ain't going nowhere. When I show her off, when we get together, that's me showing her off. You catch me when you catch me.
Yeah, when social media first came out, that's when I wasn't in a relationship, but I used to be like, why people don't post their boyfriend or their girlfriend? And then when I got into a relationship, first of all, he didn't have a social media because his job, he just thought he was, 007, which is weird. I'm like, okay, dude. But just later, and even after, we wasn't together, but just later, just seeing things and witnessing other people's stuff, I think it's healthy to not do that if that's your choice.
Now her.
Just because...
Now her when she posts me, I love it. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, to me, I personally just feel like my relationship is my relationship. The way she puts on our relationship, that's how she put it out there. Me, I put it out there a different way. Cause that's how I feel. If somebody asks me a question, that's only when you're gonna catch me. You know what I'm saying? Because people, you see what you see, whatever I post, of course.
I mean, I don't even post all my personal, business
but
out there like that. Just because there's so many people that take it the wrong way, or so many people lurking or secretly hating. It's just crazy how much you
secretly pray for your downfall.
Yeah,
like when you
weird.
post stuff.
Well, they would like every single picture that you have, but they wanted to see you fail.
Talk about you in private.
It be your friends and your family. And
it'll be the person that be looking right at you. You be like, oh man, come on, yeah. But
I feel like when you post and you do a lot of like all that, first of all, you are allowing too many people into your relationship. That's why I hate when people have relationship issues and they go and they make statuses and there's subliminal stuff back and forth on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. It's like, come on, grow up. Like, keep that stuff between y'all. I have seen marriages ruined because people will go on social media and basically bash their wife instead of just going to their wife and having that conversation. And then also I feel like don't post me because first of all, you got random females that want to follow you and tell you how he used to be in the DMs or he used to okay sis, but he not now. He over here. It just invites too many different things and not even just positive, like your friends will gas you up, but it's always some negativity.
And then like you said, and if you do want to express, because people like social media, like, oh, we got in an argument and this and that, and then next week y'all in love, people don't,
right?
Well, I'm saying get the wrong way, and and be under your comments saying stupid stuff, but like, no, that is natural. People do argue, and the next day they good, but you just opening it up for a whole bunch of it's just
That's like the Quavo and Saweetie shit over the weekend.
Oh,
Like,
You already know they celebrities. Their relationship going slam
but
on the
see,
internet.
this is the whole thing that really irritates
it's the
me.
repo man for me.
Yeah, that shit was
4
funny.
a.m.
I ain't gonna lie, it was petty, but
I'm gonna
funny
be
at the
totally
same
honest.
damn
See,
time.
y'all talked about it. I ain't even seen it.
He sent the repo man to the girl house at 4 a.m.
I ain't
That's
seen
some
that.
bitch shit. Now let me tell you. I'm sorry. Not to
Oh,
go-
you said Quavo sit at the
He
Sweetie
sent
house?
yes,
Oh, get
he
the
his
car.
back.
Go get the
What he buy
You're
her?
a bitch.
I want to know, did
Man,
he go
that-
get the Birkins back
Man,
too? Shit.
fuck all that, man. Whatever you bought in that relationship, that you bought that, then you're not getting that
Now,
back.
that was my question. So my question to y'all is, if you're in a relationship, let's say y'all break up, God forbid. But so if
I
y'all
ain't
break
going
up,
no damn way.
okay, but I'm saying
It's like,
hypothetically,
nah, it's like
if y'all
that.
break up, everything
Yeah.
you bought her, she gotta give it back.
Fuck no, you can keep that shit.
Listen, shout out to that jacket that the last dude I was dating gave me because I wear it all the time. Thank you.
But I just think that
Shit, 'cause everything
when
shit-
things end, when you're celebrities, like, first of all, you gotta remember they are regular people too.
Mm-hmm.
And just because they on a higher platform or stage, like,
They
the
just on a
motherfuckers go
different
through
tax
problems
bracket.
too.
Yeah,
Right,
but
they're
you-
in a different
But
tax
you know,
bracket.
they held to a higher standard though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why.
Right.
Are they really held to a higher standard? Though?
But I don't know why though. But that's how they.
By who?
But,
Not by.
but I'm saying,
by
you know,
me.
I don't know. You know, people just hold them to that. But you know, that's how it would be. You know how it's
Look,
perceived.
Jay-Z and Beyonce is in like 3 tax brackets away from me. Or probably more than that.
3,
Girl, I'm
Shit.
gonna say 30.
10, 12.
But-
Do I hear 200?
There's nothing. There's nothing that is off limits to celebrities, and so I feel like it does make it harder to date if you're in a celebrity status. But I think if you learn to distinguish
absolutely disagree.
certain things,
I absolutely disagree. You think it's harder today to be a celebrity?
Look at Lori Harvey. You ain't that hard.
I'm
Nah,
about to say
look
they got people in their DMs like
if,
all the
you're-
time.
if
Easy for
it's
them
two
to-
celebrities together, then it's not hard because they live the
yeah.
same lifestyle. But then you have some celebrities who just want to date regular people.
But look what Drake did. She ain't even been out that marriage long enough. He already shot his shot. We talking about Kim Kardashian. He already shot his shot at Kim Kardashian. But you know, do you see how fast that works?
Okay, if he wants to be sucked into the black hole, that's on him.
Hey, I'm about to say, you know, that's.
I think that's also a business.
You're correct
move.
with that one. I
I
believe
mean,
that.
like, I think that's also a business move too. Like,
Yeah,
see,
that
you
is
gotta
true. That's
understand,
true.
Like Drake, one thing I would say about Drake, that man is smart.
He know how to make his money.
He is also he's a rapper. He's also a businessman. Don't
It's
forget
the
that.
Scorpio in him.
He's going to make sure that his bag is secure. That's also a business move, and a lot of these, you know what I'm saying,
I'm
a lot
not
of these
hating.
celebrities, like, I just feel like it's a lot of false narratives. Like, they go into it, like, you know what I'm saying, they have to protect their name, their business, their image. It's a lot of things that they have to protect that we, not to say that we don't, but, you know what I'm saying, we don't necessarily have to worry about it as much as they do. Like,
That's how a lot of people treat marriage, though. Like, it's a corporation. Like, they're running the business.
That's
Yeah.
why Rashida and Kirk still together. Cause
Hello?
Yeah, they keeping their business.
Well, no,
alive.
I want to get back to you
Yes,
saying it's
yes.
easier for celebrities to date. Because I got to say, fuck y'all. No, it ain't. You got people in their DMs all the time. Easy to meet people and stuff. It's harder for regular people.
It's easier for them to date. I didn't say that they would have great relationships, but it's
No.
easier for them.
No, it's easy for no. They can find people.
No, but you know it's actually harder for them because you have to find out if that person is really there for you,
exactly.
or they there for your money, or they looking for a come up.
Agreed.
Like it's a little bit harder for them. You
And
know?
they have so many people thrown at them. Like,
Right.
Especially if you're an attractive celebrity or like if you, like you say, have a lot of money. Like, I think it's harder. I think it's absolutely harder for them today.
Yes,
Like,
Mary J. Blige wrote a
Yeah, because
song
they got to
about
secure
that.
their bag, make sure nobody coming
like,
after
and,
that.
you know, it's certain things like under like their insurance liability. It's certain things that like they can and cannot do. You know what I'm saying? Like I actually feel like it's harder. Like I used to be on my internship. So I'm a social worker. I used to be a therapist. I used to be like whatever. Anyway, I used to be a therapist of people of higher stature. You know what I'm saying? It's certain limitations. You know, once they sign their name on a dotted line, it's so they're regulated by so many different people. You like you wouldn't even believe it. Like down to what they wear, when they can get their hair done, what they can eat. Like some people have to be under a certain weight. They have to present a certain way. So I feel like it's absolutely much
well, that's
harder.
true. Yeah, in the relationship.
It's
Yeah,
much
I was thinking about
harder
them just
today.
finding.
You have
Yeah.
so many things that are regulated. You know what I'm saying? Or are regulated for you, or that you have to regulate. Like, nah, just because it's thrown at you doesn't make it. You know what I'm saying? They're more accessible, but I would
Yeah.
say dating is a lot harder for them. A lot harder.
Okay. I can agree with that. So, the next thing I want to ask, like, with dealing with rejection, because we talked about this, and I feel like men take rejection 10 times harder than anybody else in the world.
Because we didn't try to shoot that shot, you know what I'm saying? It didn't work.
One more time.
I don't agree.
What?
Yes, they
so,
did.
so let me ask you this. You ever been walking somewhere as a woman, you know, young or old, walking somewhere and it's a group of men right there and they try to talk to you, you try to keep on walking. You don't get that, well, fuck you then, bitch.
All the time. And
So
then
you
they
don't
move
think
on.
that they take rejection words?
No, I don't.
It's the fat bitch for me, because I was like, but you knew I was fat when you were trying to talk to me.
Right? How, okay.
Exactly.
That should be crazy.
No, I don't agree. I think that broken people take rejection the worst. Men
It's
and
a
women.
lit-
I think
Okay.
it's
Hurt
both.
people, man.
Agree. And
Yes.
I feel like broken, empty, hurt people take rejection.
Well, in that case, it's a
Which
lot
I'm
of broken ass
men.
niggas.
Right.
I disagree. I feel like it's a lot of broken
That's the
women.
therapist in her right there.
I'm about to say, you can't take, man.
That
You
is.
know, y'all can't bash the men that damn hard, you know.
I feel like, everybody
I ain't even gonna
takes
say
hard,
give them
but
some slack, you know what I'm saying? But,
no.
you know, you gotta give them some space, you know. They niggas fuck up.
I'm gonna say this, and y'all can be mad after I say this, but maybe because I watched the ID channel and snapped a lot.
Listen,
Though
me
the
too.
white females are the ones who take rejection really hard. They be the ones that be chopping
Yeah.
these dudes
Yeah.
up.
Be in the freezer
Yeah, because
for
you
years.
mainly, you know, if they can't have
like,
you, nobody else
what?
can, you know.
Yeah, I gotta stop watching the ID
That's
channel.
very.
Oh, so in other words, you telling us, Kendra, that you know, you didn't caught some thoughts because
Just
obviously
because I
you still
look
walk.
white, don't mean that I think like that. Come on, man.
I know who
Relax.
you are. I'm just saying, you know.
I mean, I do fuck people up for this. Like,
Oh.
I retired from doing that. I retired.
I was about to say, you ain't nobody hitman no more. You ain't-
Nah.
Maybe I'm missing something.
Yeah, because right now, I'm like, what we talking about? Sorry, there's too much drinks. I'm gonna start talking about Disney in a minute. About that.
So, okay, I'm gonna come back to y'all. Then both of y'all are mothers and single mothers. So, how hard is it dating with having children? That's you.
No, I know that. I
Well,
know,
according
but
to
I
some
just
dude
wanna
on
hear it, you know.
Instagram, it's real hard. I ain't gonna say his name because I ain't trying to get no free promo. But I don't know if y'all heard that guy to be on Instagram.
Are you talking about Derek Jackson?
Kevin Samuels.
Is that the dude that
Let's
said
not
you
let's
a four?
not talk about him because he
Okay,
tears
never mind.
people down.
Is that the one that
But,
said you a four?
Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
but,
you're not a
according
supermodel.
if you're a single mother, you ain't here to be dating. But I don't know how hard it is because for real, I haven't been trying to date, so I've been focusing on my child right now.
Okay. Well, Miss Ashley.
Dating. As a single mother, is dating hard? Sometimes. I think the older I get, dating becomes harder. I think that's just natural. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, the pool gets smaller.
Listen, dating in your 30s is trash.
Yeah, it's trash. Ultimate. I agree.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. I be trying not to say it's trash, but like a couple weeks ago, I said the dating pool is contaminated like Anacostia River, and that's really how I feel. Cause it's just, I just feel like people just lie about like some of the dumbest things, and all you gotta do is be honest. All you have to do is be honest.
And then let me take what I feel from that. And
Right.
then we'll go from there.
Because if you present everything on the table to me, I have an option to deal with it or not.
Fellas, it's a two-way street, man. You gotta meet them halfway, you know. That's all I can say.
So what's a deal breaker as you guys being single moms? What is a deal breaker for you when you're getting to know somebody and possibly wanting to take that to the next level?
Oh, I don't date men that want children.
Oh, so because you're done. You don't
Nah,
want
that's an absolute deal breaker.
to. Okay.
If you want children, now you're not for me. I mean, we can fuck, but that's his all. We will fuck very, very carefully. No. That's a deal breaker. Lack of ambition, deal breaker. Communication, deal breaker.
With us being in our 30s, could you date someone, they have the ambition, but they're just not where they want to be right now?
What does that mean? Where you want to be? Well, I don't know where I want to be. What does that mean?
they might not have a job currently.
Oh no, I
Oh
can't
no,
do
you
that.
gotta be
They don't have a job
employed.
because they just got laid off because of COVID. They don't have a job because they got
Well,
laid.
shit, nowadays we might not never know until you like
Oh.
down the line.
Ah.
Because everybody's using that as an excuse now.
What? You got laid
Oh,
off 'cause of
yeah, I lost my job, at the beginning of the pandemic. My it shut down.
COVID? See, right there,
Motherfuckers who ain't got no car,
That's the
talking about
problem.
my car broke down.
Okay.
Nigga, you done got 3 stimulus, you still ain't got it.
Or like if you lost your job at the beginning of the pandemic a year ago, we have a problem. Like we have a problem. Like if you lost your job, if this is March and you lost your job March 1st, but you lost your job a year ago March because of the pandemic. Oh, that unemployment.
I'm trying to figure out why you ain't got a job now
Hello,
because
that-
pandemic is hiring.
That
unemployment
unemployment. I ain't gonna lie.
And that
From-
pandemic is hiring.
From the job that I have, I saw what a lot of you people in the DMV got from unemployment, and that shit, y'all should be fine for the rest of the goddamn year.
Hello?
Between
Okay, 'cause
unemployment,
people was
the
making
stimulus,
stimulus.
and the goddamn taxes now,
Yeah.
y'all motherfuckers is good.
And them extra food stamps. Add that part in.
Yes, the extra food stamps. Oh, and y'all had an extra $100 per child if you get temporary cash assistance.
Oh, TCA.
Like, when I say I ain't even wanted, I wanted to be mad, and people was calling and complaining, like, oh, y'all turned my food stamps off. I had to stop myself, like, ma'am, I'm pretty sure you just got a deposit last week of a couple of thousands, and you worried about your food
Okay.
stamps?
As an educator, that really made me mad because I'm working.
I was working. I didn't
And they
get no
got
hazard
more-
pay.
Their paychecks is bigger than mine.
I have
Hogan,
worked.
I've been working every day since the pandemic
Yes,
came, and
I
I didn't get
fully
no
agree.
incentive. And I work for the state, and I can't even get food stamps.
Okay. Hello.
Well, damn.
I'm
They ain't
using
coming
my
this
own
way.
laptop.
Hello?
Okay.
Well, I'm encouraging the food stamps because I buy them, so keep giving them to 'em.
Wait, do you still do the couponing? Too?
I do.
You do that extreme coupon and stuff?
It's not really extreme, but
I'm just saying it's extreme until you take it extreme, huh?
no. So like extreme. When I think of extreme, like I don't buy 1,000 spaghetti noodles.
Oh, like
that-
like them people on the show
Yeah,
that have
the-
like a
just because
whole
they're a penny.
stockpile.
Oh, I do have a stockpile, but I have a stockpile of things that I'm going to use. Like I'm not going to get
Your everyday
spaghetti noodles
things?
just because they're a penny, but
Okay.
I will definitely get the Tide because it's 99 cents.
But
Oh,
if
hell
they
yeah. You need that every- you
$200,
need that all the
you can
time.
bring it down to like $50.
Oh yeah, I don't spend more
Oh
than.
shoot, I need.
The only thing I definitely spend money on is meat. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to coupon for meat, but anything else, oh, absolutely not. I probably don't.
Hey, can you
The
help
last
over
time
here?
I spent $50 at a grocery
Shit.
store was like when we were in Florida. You know what I'm saying? Like an
I need
impulsive,
to
I
stop
needed
couponing. I
it.
need to stop
Girl, I would never.
sleeping on that.
Absolutely not. I would never.
Well, I need you to teach a class. You might have to teach a class. I'm going to post it on the podcast page because it's a lot of us in the world that need to learn.
Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I can speak for me. When I was in my 20s, I fucked money up.
I think we all did.
That shit's still happening.
Like I fucked my money up. Like I used to, I was one of those that got like the $8,000 refund. You know what I'm saying? Or I got, you know what I'm saying? Like I definitely had situations where I had money. You know what I'm saying? Or I was with a guy when I was like 20 for the 3-year relationship. He was, financially stronger than me. You know what I'm saying? So I was definitely treated well. And I used to, money come, money go. I used to, okay, it's okay. I lost $100. Okay. But now that I'm a little older, responsibilities are more. I'm on my own. It's like, oh man, I gotta actually like pay for something. You know what I'm saying? So like you gotta manage your money now. I definitely.
It's
have
definitely,
to manage.
man, if I could go back in time, first of all, I probably could have been, they should have let me be a sponsor for all the different liquors because through my 20s, I probably spent over $100,000 in liquor. No lie.
You might want to go a little higher than that.
I probably so. I probably could have bought 3 houses, as much liquor as I bought.
Yeah, and I was also there to consume.
Yeah, and that you were a horrible friend. I just wanted you to know.
Hey, look us now. You know what I'm saying? We got through that.
I probably could have been a clothing sponsor in my 20s. I had it all. Me and my kid. We had Uggs before Uggs were
Popping here.
popping. Like we was wearing Uggs in the summer, white girl stuff. Like I definitely had plenty clothes.
Furniture. In my
Furniture?
In your 20s?
Yeah, I got.
Oh, you was a responsible.
Furniture?
Girl, my first house, we didn't even have no couch.
When I came home from college, I was broke.
Hello,
So,
we had no couch. We had a door.
But I made sure I got my nails and hair done, so that's other than that, I was broke.
I'm still stuck with she said furniture. I'm sorry.
For real.
In your 20s?
And I be pressed, like now.
What?
Like we just bought our house maybe almost 3 years ago. I be
Wayfair
pressed for
shorty.
furniture.
What?
I'm not gonna lie to you.
What?
Or the backyard stuff like that. Like I be pressed over that shit. I'm weird.
Yeah, I gotta.
I don't even have a response back to that because at 32, I don't like buying shit over a certain amount. Fuck furniture. Who's gonna come to my house? Do you live here, motherfucker? You just coming to visit. You better bring goddamn beach chair or something.
Oh, not the beach
Not the
chair
beach
in
chair.
the living room.
Yep.
Shit.
On
I don't
the
be
soft-ass
home.
carpet.
I'm not home like that. Like I feel like I
that's
really
shade.
shouldn't even pay that much rent because I am never home. So, look, don't come to my house expecting a lot of shit. I got a TV. I got a couch. I got enough furniture for me when I'm there.
So you're simplest.
Yep. I mean, we can still have a nice ass party at my house. It just
Damn, so
don't be
motherfucker gonna
bougie
stand
coming
up
to
the
my
whole time.
house,
You gonna be
motherfucker.
standing up the whole time.
You ain't got to stand. My floor is clean. You better sit your ass on this clean ass carpet. I don't have no kids, so my carpet is clean. People don't come to my house. It's just me and 2 other people.
Or go to the closet and pull out the beach chairs.
Right?
Look,
Look.
No, she said bring your own beach
Yeah,
chair.
I ain't even got no beach chair, so you got to bring your own.
Sit on what you come with.
Yep. Hello. That's
Damn.
what you was blessed with.
Damn.
I want to ask the couple, how have you changed individually inside of your relationship?
With kids or without? How do you want to do that?
Well, when I say individually, I'm like you're not the same person that you were 10 years ago when y'all first started dating. So what have you individually changed, like your goals or habits, anything like that? Ooh, this must have been a deep question for y'all.
I know.
Hold on. First of all, how old are y'all kids?
5. No, sorry. She just turned 6, 4, and almost 4 months.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I say I have matured. Well, I've always been mature. I've always hung out with the older crew, so I can't. I don't know. I guess.
Yeah, you was the baby.
I've always been the baby of the crew, but I've always been like, mature for my age. So I don't know. I guess
I grew with time, man. I just grew with time. That's how, as the relationship grew, I knew what to do and what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, as the relationship goes, like, you know what to do and you know what not to do. But
Okay, so now I'm going to rephrase this question. Shanice, how do you think Daren has, in his individual growth over the past 10 years?
let's see. So we used to be on Instagram, on the bitches' pictures, liking pictures. We don't do that shit no more.
here you go.
That was like the
Here you
first
go,
year
man.
or 2. So after that was done.
Yeah, guys, I was that nigga. I ain't gonna lie, I was that nigga. I was.
So he
Oh,
stopped
you was
doing
sending
that.
the heart emoji?
Man, I did it all. I did it all. I did my fuck ups. I knew what I did wrong.
Went to King's Dominion with
So I've done things. Nah, my man, his
Traveling with bitches.
man, his
I
man.
was like, you know
nah,
what?
my
I was
man,
like,
girlfriend.
agreeing with the heart.
Nah,
I'm
my,
like, okay, that's
nah,
fine. But the King's Dominion?
that bullshit happened. Like my man, girlfriend, she gonna snitch on me, that bitch. I'm sorry, excuse my French. I ain't gonna say her name, but yeah,
I'm
man.
sorry, y'all. I'm laughing extra hard because I remember this fucking story.
That's why you asked the
I'm
question.
ready. I'm like, what,
You
what's
knew
the
what the-
story? I
You
need
knew
the
what the
story.
fuck
I
happened.
didn't know that she was gonna
But look at God. Won't he do?
I love you. So now, he's like, he can leave his phone around, or he'll say, go get my phone, or, we could switch phones, go to the store right quick,
Right.
that type of stuff.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah, we didn't have nothing to say. Nothing was the same. You wasn't going through nothing.
I don't know. I feel like he grew as a man, he grew as a dad. I don't know. He just matured, I guess, as you could say. He took our relationship serious after the first year trying to.
He knew what he had.
I told him I wasn't putting up with that shit. That's what happened.
Man,
Right.
just when you when you
She
know
really
that you
coulda
when
whooped
you
your ass,
like
man.
when you know you fucked up and she can look at you and she know without even saying nothing, and it surfaced later, but you about to be in some more shit because that you should have said something then, but after that I stopped. I knew what I had, and 10 years later with 3 beautiful babies.
So how do you think Shanice has?
I'm gonna put it to you like this: she always had it off the back. Like
And
she was always mature for her age. I can say that she was never childish. You know, of course everybody can play, you know, playful and shit like that. But
Did it make you want to do more?
yeah, it definitely did. Like before she ever got pregnant, like after me taking this relationship much serious, seeing what she was doing and everything like that, and I was like, I need to be on that same path, because if I'm not, it's either I don't get with it or I'm gonna get lost. You know what I'm saying? Because she's
I didn't want us living in apartments for the rest of our lives, so I'm the reason that we bought the house. Like, I kept pushing him, like, come on.
I fed off of her energy.
This how we gonna raise our kids.
If that makes any sense, I fed off of her.
Yes, Black Queen. It's the love.
I do. I give it to her. You know what I'm saying? As a man, I ain't gonna lie. You know, when you, like they say, you know, your woman, if your woman is strong, you gotta have a stronger man. You know what I'm saying? But I became that stronger man because of her. You feel what I'm saying? So, like I said, I fed off her energy, and you know, it don't stop. So,
I mean, kudos to y'all, but I feel like that what you just said is like what most men don't admit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I ain't gonna lie.
most men
You know what I'm saying? Like,
admit
you do have, as a man, you know you want to keep certain things and you want to make it seem like you run everything, but at the same time, you know what it is. You got to be truthful to yourself and know what the truth really is. You know what I'm saying? I run the house, but I'ma run that house.
Run the house. When it comes to like paying the bills and making sure we straight, that's him. You know what I'm saying? All day. All I have to do is make sure it's going to the right place. You know what I'm saying? Like, our relationship is different. Like, at one time we were both working. You know what I'm saying? We split. He did the mortgage, I did the utilities, and whatever else we needed for the house. When it came to the kids, we both did that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? But when the pandemic hit, and then I was pregnant, he was like, stay home.
Hey, you got to admit, like you said, you got to admit it.
He took over everything. But I still make sure the mortgage is paid, the utility is paid. All he do is just put the money in the bag. Yeah.
I can say it.
But like he said, you always have the woman behind you, and you got the man leading. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just feel like you changed for the right person.
Yes.
Like you said, you know, you got to know you got to know what you got first. You know what I'm saying? Because if like at the beginning, I would have known that she wasn't in shit. So.
Exactly. Like you influence and changed by the right person. I hear people say like a man not supposed to change you or a woman's not supposed to change you. I disagree. I feel like a man or a woman is supposed to take what's already in you and encourage you or influence you to be better. And by you being in their presence or you know what I'm saying, being with them, you just innately want to be better. Like I want to strive to be better. I want to match my spouse's energy. You know what I'm saying? I like what he's pouring into me. I want to pour that back into me.
Yeah, because you know,
it should be natural.
Man, and shout out for you having standards. You know what I'm saying? And not putting up and taking bullshit because people say, "Oh, well, Jay-Z cheated on Beyonce." I hear people say that, and you know, a man gonna cheat and do it. Like, shout out to you for like, no, this is what I'm gonna accept, and this is what I'm not gonna accept. And shout out for you for not doing it and being a good man.
I mean, I will say, I definitely watch y'all evolve.
I know, you know, and now as a man, I truly believe this. Don't put yourself in a situation when you know you're going to fuck up. Like, but my thing is, but also as a man, you got to know it. Okay, you in a relationship, you got to know what you got, that you know who you going back home to.
Right.
Yes, I might be around all these bitches, but you know that you don't need to be around them. It's either that you can party with your fellas, but okay, they going to be there. But you know who you going home to.
And I feel like the first step before getting there is they have to be a man. Like a lot of times.
Yeah, you got to know who you are.
We date grown boys. They expect for these adult
man
expectations.
Child.
You know what I'm saying? Like you probably realized that because you were a man. You were a man of your own. You realized what you had. You know what I'm saying? Like when you date a grown ass boy, you know what I'm saying? We're projecting all these adult expectations to a little ass boy in the mind. Mm-hmm. And it's like I can't force you to see my potential. I can't force that because you're not there. I can't pour something to you that you don't have for yourself.
And then you gotta have trust too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if I go out with the fellas, I'm like, okay, I'm going out with the fellas. I'll be back, and I know what I'm coming back home to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, all that did do is warm me up to get back home to you, baby. I'm on my way.
Right.
Shit, nice and drunk and everything. You hear me?
Next question.
Yeah, that's where them 3 babies came from. You know, I'm sorry, y'all.
It was after the hangout. All right. With Daren, not to put you on the spot, but you being the only guy in the studio today.
It is what it is, man.
Do you hold your other male friends around you? Do you hold them accountable if they are fucking up somewhere in their life?
I put it to you like this.
No.
I put it to you like this. I know if you fucked up and you ain't gonna go home and tell your woman, or, you know, if you know you wrong and you ain't gonna admit it, that's not my place to tell her.
No, we not saying that.
Okay, explain.
Okay, I'm gonna give y'all a scenario. So our guest that we had last week, my brother Polo T, his man's, and I don't care if he see it, unfollow me, I don't give a shit. Was doing the most in my DMs, but he was married. And so I went to Polo and I was like, listen, you gotta check your man. I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh, that's what you're trying to do?
No, that's for my birth control. Anyway, baby blockers. But I went to him and I was like, listen, your man's is in my DM saying all like types of stuff that if his wife knew that this is what he was saying, she would curse him out. And I don't play with that. Like, I don't play when it comes to people marriage and relationships and stuff like that. And so I was like, can you check him? Because that's your man's. Right. And so he ended up checking him and it stopped. So, like, if you know what I'm saying, something like that is going, even before it gets to that, would you check him?
Especially if especially my good man and my brother, yeah. Especially, yes, I definitely would. Because I would expect him to do the same thing for me. You know what I'm saying? But even though, you're wrong, you're wrong. But nobody should ever have to check a grown man. But like you said, but if that's my man, I'm going to check him. I'm going to tell him, you know what I'm saying? But after I do what I do, and he's still doing what he's doing, come on, man, that's going to be on him. After that, as a brother, I already checked you. You knew. And you still doing it, that's on you after that.
Yeah, but if you still, if you still enable it, you still part of the problem.
Yeah.
Like, for example, the same situation she talked about, like, okay, you checked him. And if he slide back in her DM.
Yeah, so it's going to be handled a whole different way.
But you still going to hang with him.
Yeah, but how is he accountable for that though?
As me, man,
because I feel like
I'm not gonna go to his girl and snitch on him. That's not gonna happen.
No, we're not saying.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, so he checked him and he told him, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, what you doing is not right. You disrespecting your wife. Cool it. This my
and then you jump in this
friend or whatever.
And if he goes back and do it, and you're aware of it, I feel like that's not really.
You need to cut him off, as in that's what you're saying.
That's not the energy I'm trying to bring into my relationship, into my friendship, into my circle. Like, that's not what I'm trying to do. And I know people in general have different friends for different things, right?
Yeah, that's true.
That's true. The person you can party with is not the person you're going to go to for marriage advice sometimes.
Got you. I got you.
But I feel like if you check somebody, you let them know, like, bro, this not really right. Like, I'm not really supporting that. And they continue to do it, and you continue to hang out with them. You enabling that behavior.
Yeah, that's true. But, you should separate yourself at that point. But me being a loyal person, I don't know. I'm just being totally honest, but especially if we talking about the person that I
stop talking to him as heavy as he was. Like, he's the type of person that'll lean back on.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna still talk to you.
You know who just came to mind when you said that?
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. The inside joke. Somebody from my past who's one of
my point exactly. You feel what I'm saying? I've done it. I've leaned all the way back, but I still speak to him. You feel what I'm saying? He come around, I talk to him.
Still cordial.
Yeah. It's not like that's gonna be, yeah, bro. Yeah, that's what we doing. No. It's not the same way it was when we was back in the day.
But I think y'all friendship will always be somewhere. Like, it will never hit zero, just because y'all have so much history. Yeah. But for somebody like me, I don't give a fuck how much the history is. Yeah. Because if I'm not on that level, I don't have that energy. You gotta go. Because I know how my mouth is. And that's why I've learned to leave places. I don't care how big it makes other people feel. For my sanity and freedom, I'm going to leave the premises. But a lot of people don't understand that. We're going to take a real quick break. I do want to do a promo shout out for Clean Cut the Barber. If you're looking for a nice haircut, he is taking appointments Tuesday through Saturday only. You can find him on Instagram, cleancut_thebarber, or you can go online to cleancutthebarber.com. I'm also going to play this song by Moray called Kingdom as we take this quick break.
I just want a kingdom for my queen, a castle for my team, money for the babies, college fund, flat out flexing on a one-on-one. Can't believe it's time, I'm finally getting mine. On a cloud, living on a high, blow the clouds rolling, ooh, I got so much on my shoulders. now it's easier to reach it. I'm so grabbing at the back, cause Lord knows that I need it. Cutting rocky ties, throw them niggas off of a heat. I want silent partners, heavy fucking that you're on the speed. I want a kingdom for my queen, a castle for my team. Money for the babies, college fund. Flat out flexing on them 101. Can't believe it's time, I'm finally getting mine. On a cloud, living on a high. Blow the clouds rolling, ooh, they depending on me to come around and do the saving. But little do they know that I'm the one that need to save it. Print up the check, trying to flex on how a nigga made it. Now I'm looking at the bills with nothing in my savings. Yeah, voice in my head must have died, someone save him. I'ma need a horse audition so I can replace him. Nigga, them Nancy's handling answers, I can't seem to shake them. A lot of bigger problems didn't address them, they were made slim. Niggas really think cause they helped that they made him. Just cause I draw a tree on a boot don't mean I made him. Just cause I step on the scale don't mean I really waiting. Just cause you got an opinion don't mean you should wait. Kingdom for my queen, a castle for my team. Money for the babies, college fund. Flat flexing on a 101. Can't believe it's time, I'm finally getting mine. On a cloud, living on a high. Blow the clouds rolling, ooh, I.
Boy, I spend my time daydreaming about us. I don't want your love, I just need your touch. Yeah, yeah, I wanna feel, but I ain't tryna trust. Know you push it down, so I'm tryna give it up when you want it. I can quench your thirst, babe, mean that in the worst way. Make a nigga feel like it's his birthday. I don't fuck around, I never slack. But if you really want it, then I gotta get it back. Nobody gotta know about it. We can keep it extra tight. Don't need my soul crowded, just my throne mounted. Boy, you're phony for the night. Please don't get ahead of it. I'm here for the benefits. Roll it up and we can catch a vibe. I just need a lover and a friend to pass the time. A bed to crash tonight. This ain't nothing special, I came for that act right. Got my spend the night bag, you know I always pack light. Ain't no strings attached, my nigga, fuck it, I be that type. Pull up inconspicuous, make love like it's our last night, yeah. Ain't no shame, cause you got knees and so do I. I'm ironically on time, you platonically inside. And we'll forget this ever happened, unimportant by design. Till you want another taste, give me the look, I know that sign. Nobody gotta know about it, we can keep it extra tight. Don't need my soul crowded, just my throne mounted. Boy, you're phony for the night. Please don't get ahead of it, I'm here for the benefits. Roll it up and we can catch a vibe. I just need a lover and a friend to pass the time. Prepared to crash tonight. I ain't here for love, so promise not to fall for me. Catch yourself frustrated and save it and give it all to me. Know I like that anger, that danger, my baby brought with me. Doctor, know about that head, got that lobotomy. Stay with that medicinal, call you like the pharmacy. Faded out my money, trading ganja for that honesty. Ask me how his number saved and make me say it audibly. Let's not take it too deep, the sex can keep this novelty. I spend my time daydreaming about us. I don't want your love, I just need your touch, yeah, yeah, I wanna feel, but I ain't tryna trust. Know you push it down, so I'm tryna give it up when you want it. I can quench your thirst, babe, mean that in the worst way. Make a nigga feel like it's his birthday. I don't fuck around, I never slack. But if you really want it, then I gotta get it back. Nobody gotta know about it, we can keep it extra tight. Don't need my soul crowded, just my throne mounted. Boy, you're phony for the night. Please don't get ahead of it, I'm here for the benefits. Roll it up and we can catch a vibe. I just need a lover and a friend to pass the time. A bed to crash tonight.
The clothesline.
You really would happen, boy.
Okay, so the second song I played was by Chica. It is called Friends with Benefits, FWB. So, to jump back in, there was, I saw a post on Instagram, and it is basically like, why does it seem most males are more loyal to their friends, like, than it seems to be, then they're more loyal to their partners? And I want to know if anybody has experienced that. I know I've experienced it. Like, their loyalty runs deeper with their male friends than it does.
They got a man crush.
And that's what it comes off looking like. It's like when you're that loyal to somebody that you're not trying to build with or smash with, it does come off of a little.
And I'm not even trying to say that
one of my followers just said they gay. I'm dead.
And I'm not saying gay, but like no homo gay. Like, I'm trying to say you want to see one, but you got a little man crush.
Yeah.
You don't have, impress him
I don't
more so than
I don't
your
I feel
girl.
It's
Like,
either your friends give you, they feed into your insecurity, so they're stronger in places you're not, or they don't really care about the girl they messing with.
yeah, man crush. Okay.
I don't think it's a man crush. I just don't think that the woman is
So,
that serious.
one of my followers said they think that men believe it makes them soft to a certain
To
extent.
what?
To cater to their girl.
Yeah, and I guess.
What's
and
that
being-
word that they kept using for Russell Wilson? What they kept saying? Simp. Like, I don't like that shit.
Russell Wilson is a man, okay?
Can we
that-
say
And he
is
loves
good.
Sierra out loud. Okay, and he treat her right. Shout out to Sierra, because she leveled up. Okay, because
Girl,
she was with Future that was for the streets. Okay.
And maybe Future has changed for That's Dior. I guess we
Girl,
won't know.
7 kids later?
Hello.
Oh, bye-bye.
That's usually.
I mean,
how it
people
happen,
can
though, ain't
change.
Yeah, they can change. Uh-huh.
It's the
People can
Scorpio male for
change,
me.
but I'm just saying,
Scorpio.
like you stated earlier, people are going to change for who they want to change for.
That's true.
Because I know for me, the guy that I was with last, my last 3-year relationship, I felt like I poured, and, I poured into, this relationship. And he was not, like we definitely matched energy, but I think I fell in love with his potential. You know what I'm saying?
And
I could
a lot of
definitely-
women
A lot
do.
of women do.
Oh, absolutely. And, now that I'm out of it, I can definitely admit that, like, you know what I'm saying, I was holding on to, like, but I know you can do better. I know you got it in you. And now, he is in a relationship with a female that, I wouldn't have ever dreamt that they would have been together. But I felt like all that I poured into, he is now
We all have one of those.
with, yeah.
But we feel like we molded him for the
to
next
be better for
relationship.
somebody else, yeah.
But that's fine.
But
'cause
you
mine's
can't be
coming.
bitter because.
Oh, no, I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter.
okay.
Now, I definitely look sometimes like, damn.
Cause
Especially since I'm single. It just be like, oh.
well, my ex he in prison, so I'm like, that's your headache now, sis. Congratulations. Not mine.
Nah, but I mean, it definitely happens. We all got, saying. Okay, let me ask you this question: are you able to still be like friends with your exes?
Not all of them, but I am cool with like 2. But we dated at such a young age
Yeah,
where
I
I
was
feel
about
like
to
it
say.
didn't count. But
It did.
our friendship has grown over the years. But we can talk about anything. We don't have no harsh feelings about nothing that happened in the past. Like, we were young.
Okay, so what about for y'all? Y'all married? Like, can she? You know what I'm saying? Converse with somebody she converse with in the past? Can he?
No,
converse
you see
with-
his face. No.
She asked the question.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, vice
She
versa.
asked
Can
the
he
question.
converse with somebody that maybe she wasn't his
I'm gonna
girlfriend,
be
but
totally
somebody
honest.
he-
I have it's somebody that I dated way back in the day. I'm still cool with her to this day. I don't speak to her every day, but when I do speak to her, I speak to her. She know my mother, my father, like she know my whole family. Not even trying to be funny, not even trying to be funny. And yes, I don't, I don't make it feel. I don't make sure. I don't make sure she's not uncomfortable with it at all. Like it's not gonna be no catch off guard type. None of that. But I don't treat it as I don't treat it as that romantic relationship. No, it's not. When I see her, what's up, Slim? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? What's good with you? What's new with you? I don't kick it. Nah, it's a whole. My approach is totally different.
Same.
So
Like-
I left it at that. You know what I'm saying? And like especially when she knows she around, I'm like, you know who that is. So I'm like, yeah, you know. We not kids. We grown. Like, all right. And she look at me. I look at her.
I'll
we
say
keep
that
moving.
we both have like an open relationship with each other to be able to say, oh, this guy tried to talk to me today, or this girl said this to me today. You know what I'm saying? Or I talked to such and such today. Like, I've had an ex who, you know, he has childhood problems. His mom passed away, stuff like that, and he was on the verge of killing himself. And I talked to him.
You?
Not me. No.
Not
Her
him.
previous relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Someone before him. And I told him, I was like, you know, I literally just had to talk him off of a ledge. And he was like, I'm cool, you know what I'm saying? We good. Like, I appreciate you telling me. Like, that's why I said, like you were saying earlier with the honesty thing. Be honest. Like, that's all you have to do is be honest with your
Not even trying to be funny.
significant
As much
other.
as I don't probably know now, man, as a man, I don't want to hear. But of course, like, okay, yes, that's somebody that, you know, it is what it is. Okay, like, just make sure it don't go that far. You know what I'm saying?
That come into that boundary.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, you know how far to go with. You know,
Boundaries
let that be
and
what that
trust
is. You know what I'm
mean
saying?
everything. Boundaries and trust.
Yeah,
I'm
you know me,
telling
I'm still gonna be that nigga. I'm like, hey, you know, I know where I stand. You feel me? You know, I'm here. Like, to me, look where we at. You know what I'm saying? We sitting on two different ends of the table. You know,
True.
so.
I got her and you had her.
You said that, not me, but you know.
It's
That's how it is,
It
don't
sound
it?
like it was a little bit pride in it.
I
Just
know
like that
that
chest out
pride.
real
But
quick.
you know, I ain't gotta say it, but you know, it is what it is. It's proof in the pudding, you know.
So can I ask y'all, how do y'all deal with if y'all have a conflict or a disagreement?
Oh, in our household? Oh boy, I
Please
just.
don't be like y'all going separate rooms.
He
and
got-
all
Oh
that.
no!
Hey.
I'm the one. I'm on.
Ready?
What?
No, you don't understand.
I'm never gonna let
because,
that live that down.
Hey, when your cousin was here and Ty was here, Ty will forever have the hands down funniest comment. She said, "We go in separate rooms. I sleep in a separate room from him for 2 days." Hey, she shut
Nah,
the
in
all of
our
us was in
household?
here like, nigga, what?
Well, no.
You want to go first, or do you want me to go?
This nigga will try to talk to me and talk to me and talk to me. And I'm just like, I need to calm down first.
So I make
That's
the
what you
situation
need
even
to
worse.
realize. I need to calm down before we have a
Nah, we gonna get over. We gonna get this over and done with. So I can.
Do you love me? Do you love me?
Yeah. Nah, we need to get this over and done
This
with.
nigga will follow me around the house, okay? He's like, no, we gotta talk it out. We gotta get
Hey,
through it. And
man.
I'm like, no, I don't want to fucking
But you
talk
know,
to you right
eventually
now.
I walk away.
Away from me.
I walk away. It be the whole house silent. I mean, the whole house.
Mother
The
don't wanna
dogs
talk to
ain't moving. Nobody
the
moving.
kids ain't talking to nobody. Then Braylon, the oldest one, to come in there. What did Daddy do, Mom?
And then look, and then she in the kitchen. What you about to cook, boo? And that'd be the end of that conversation. You know what I'm saying?
That's
That'd
how
be
we
end
get
of
over our arguments. I start cooking like, you hungry?
that. Yeah, like what you
Stupid
cooking? I'm like, all right, you know, she cooking.
You
I'm
still be
cool.
making this play like, here, motherfucker.
And I'm still checking to make sure you ain't trying to kill me. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
That should be crazy, though.
But I can't say like the arguments they don't get that bad. It's just the fact that
And then
we
it be
just
over dumb shit.
dumbass shit.
You ain't take nothing out for dinner? The fuck you been in here all day? Nigga,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know I got 3 kids in here. Don't do me like that.
Yeah, I said, but we
Those
got
be
3
the
kids.
arguments.
But you know, you do be having the majority of the time. I ain't gonna lie, but you know, yeah.
So I want to ask, Daren, in your friend circle of males, 'cause I don't want to say female. I like to say males because they struggle sometimes to have somebody to vent to.
Yeah.
So do you have someone within your circle that you can be fully open and honest with?
You damn right. I can tell them about everything.
And because we talked about a big thing for guys is mental health, and a lot of society has made it seem that men have to carry everything on their back and hold everything in.
That is true.
And I'm like, shit, it's okay to cry. Let me know that you human too. This shit affects you.
But some men are not gonna some men are not gonna open up like that. Being totally honest, they'll rather walk away before they, you know what I'm saying, show another
But
man that
that's
they crying.
ego. That's
Yeah,
ego
but
and
that's
pride.
them. Like I said, that's them.
I don't understand why. Like there is a post that says, you know, ego and pride will cause somebody to lose the person that they love.
Yeah.
And
I lost somebody over my pride.
I have too. I lost somebody that I probably should have still been with because one, I feel like I wasn't at a place in my life to be mature enough for them. They wanted more than what I was willing to sacrifice at the time. And nobody ever believes me when I tell the story. They be like, "What? A female said?" I'm like, yeah. Like the person was like 2 years older than me. They were way more serious than what I wanted to be at that time. Like I was like 19. I'm like, man, I'm not worried about settling down right now. And now, they have a kid. They're married. I'm happy for them. There was a one point in time I was like, damn, I really fucked that up. Like, really, well, I don't want to even talk about the money because that's even worse. But, yeah, I really fucked that up. And I had to be honest with myself. But at the same time, I wouldn't change anything because everything that I went through from 19 to, I ain't going to say 28. I'll probably say 19 to 27 is shit that I needed to go through in order to grow.
In order to mold you.
Yeah. Now, the shit that happened the past couple of years, man, fuck that. I can't wait till it gets erased off my credit history. I can't wait till that shit does not count anymore. But the biggest thing that I do stress is mental health is super, super important, especially in the Black community. Have somebody to talk to, open up to, because there are people committing suicide every day strictly off of they don't have anybody to open up to.
Or they feel like no one is here for them.
Yes.
If you can be a voice for somebody, or if you can be a listening ear for somebody, please listen.
And a lot of people can hide their mental health issues behind jokes, behind, like, when I was struggling, a lot of people didn't know because I'm still going to show up every single day with the same energy, the same jokes. Then when I go home, it might be a different story. That's what caused me to go into my whole spiral with alcoholism. And I talked about that before. It is nothing wrong with going to get counseling. I'm a big advocate for that. Counseling. Black people, listen up. There's nothing wrong with talking to a professional.
Yes, definitely Black men.
You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. And sometimes, like, you got to put your pride to the side and say, hey, look, I need some help. Because a lot of people don't know how to get out of what they're in. And it festers into relationships and friendships. And on friendships, I want to say, do you, NeeNee, would you have a problem with your partner making new friends?
If anything,
of the opposite sex.
Oh, wait a minute. No. You ain't say all that.
No new friends.
So here's my thing about that. I'm okay with it to a certain extent. Because he's had coworkers that he's met at his new jobs or whatever. And they've come to the house and we've kicked it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay as long as I can be there type thing. I think it's a little weird if you have a best friend that wasn't there before I was there and y'all going to chill and shit like that. Like, that's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were there before I was there, then okay, fine. I can't really hate on that. You know what I'm saying? But if you knew coming in, no, bitch, you're our friend. Like, no, we're not doing that. No.
Okay, Daren, do you get, can NeeNee do that?
She answered it. She answered it for both of us. It's just vice versa.
But okay, no, for me, she kind of gave a scenario of someone coming over. Like, she can't stop you from meeting someone at work.
Yeah.
She gave a scenario for your best friend. We're just talking about meeting new people in general.
Right.
Boundaries, though. You just gotta have those boundaries.
Yeah, I'm like that. That's mainly what it is. Like, you can't stop. I can't stop her from meeting new people and people being friends with her. I can't stop that. That's just gonna happen.
Can she have a work husband? Can
No.
you have a work wife?
Fuck no.
I don't even like that name. No.
I mean, I agree.
Oh, because I had a whole work husband before. But I ain't got no man, so.
I work with all old people, man. Real life. I'm the youngest nigga in that joint.
I mean, maybe you want to Google.
She probably want to know, you know what I'm saying? Them old ass ladies, man.
You want a sugar mama or not?
I'm gonna tell you, you know what I'm gonna do? As soon as she put a shoot or a jump. I'm like, boo, she shot her jump, but this bitch make this much money. What you want me to do?
Oh, that's our boo.
Yeah, that's our boo. How much money you want me to bring home? You know what I'm
So
saying?
the 65-year-old boy.
Hell no. I'm like, nah, fuck nah. This shit was just jokes. This shit was just jokes, though.
She ain't got no teeth.
Nah, we ain't doing that. That shit was just jokes, y'all. Nah, man.
Have y'all ever experienced someone in your friend circle or family not liking your partner?
I feel that all the time.
By who?
Sometimes, it's just sometimes. Y'all know who y'all is sometimes.
The two that I did,
You know.
my mother, she ain't never like nobody. So.
No, I'm not in her family. Like in my family, that don't like my partner. You know, I feel like sometimes they throw shade. You're not being funny. We're not gonna say it funk to funk, but it is what it is. But you know, we just got to get through them hurdles. That's all. That's all.
Okay,
It's
get
part
through
of
the-
life.
okay.
We got to get through them hurdles. That's all.
I was about to say, like, how has it affected your relationship?
No. We just keep it
So
moving.
like for us, I feel like it's always us against the world type thing. Like anytime it's a problem with one of our family members or, you know what I'm saying, somebody in the immediate family, it's always, so what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? It's like a us and then them type thing.
Because if we ain't straight before we leave the house, it's not gonna work.
I feel like I don't give a fuck if you like him or not. I'm happy.
Yeah.
That's true too. We care like that walking out the door, but you know things need to be resolved. Some things like
Like what?
it's still family,
Because I
but you
feel
know.
like if I'm happy, if we're happy, it's nothing to resolve. Like I'm happy with where we're at. It's gonna be people that's not gonna like us.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But
Would you stop talking to someone in your immediate family if they did not like your partner?
I would stop. No, I wouldn't stop talking to somebody, but I would definitely move different with somebody that I knew did not like. Not my partner. I would move different if I found or if I knew of a family member that didn't like my husband. And now, a nigga, you know what I'm saying, that you bring
Just a
around,
regular-
like I'm not
yeah.
sure. I don't know if I like him. I don't know, but like if it comes to like y'all, like my husband or my fiance, like this is somebody that I'm committing to. Yeah, we would definitely have to have a conversation. Like me, my fiance, and
Like,
this
what is
person.
it?
Like, what's up?
Yeah.
And then me and my spouse will come together. Like, you know what I'm saying? Did you hear these points? Do you think they were valid? Like, we gonna cut her off or him? Or, you know, like, what we gonna do with this? And I feel like that then goes back to like the communication. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we allowing in our
Relationship, our
you know what I'm
space,
saying?
yeah.
Like,
And that's a good point to have everybody sit down because, especially like, what is it? Especially if some bullshit, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, I definitely believe in attacking the conflict.
Yeah, and I've seen a lot of situations like that where people are so hell bent on pleasing their family first. I'm not saying that you have to listen to your family or cut your family off if it's just somebody that you're dating, but sometimes you have to have a mind of your own. Because a lot of people in your family got fucked up relationships and they want to speak on what the fuck you doing in your household
because
or how
of
it's
their
moving.
past.
Okay, it's the projection for me because that's
Yes.
all it is. It's them
It's the
projection
trauma.
their insecurities and their relationship trauma and all that they projecting that onto you. And it's like, no, you check yourself and check the relationships that you have. Don't worry about me.
Right, 'cause
Like
then
you
it
need to
has
worry.
you second guessing
Right.
yourself and what you got going
Yes,
on.
projection will really have you sitting here like second guessing yourself.
you gotta know what is the problem or whatever, because it could be something like a misunderstanding or miscommunication. It could
Yeah.
probably be, what was the reason? What was the reason?
I mean, that was one of the biggest things for me, like, is a lot of family. First of all, if I don't speak to you on a regular basis, because I do have, one side of my family is very opinionated, and I'm like, you're entitled to your opinion, but guess what? It don't pay none of these bills over here, so I don't really give a fuck what you're talking about. Now, if you can come back and give me some real concrete facts of why I should not be talking to this person, okay, but just off your personal feeling of you might have met them one time, like, that's why I don't bring nobody around my family. It's probably only two people that can say they met my father's side of the family, and one of them was still by chance. I just don't like how in like the males in my family per se they always want to have a voice or opinion on who people are dating, and I'm very opinionated, And so I just be like, well, thank you for your 2 cents, but you can put that back in your piggy bank because
Nobody asked for it.
yeah, like I'm gonna go through it, and either this person is meant for me or they're not. Like I don't give a fuck if you approve, but it definitely has changed how I move in regards to dating and bringing people around.
Yeah.
I'll let my family think I'm fucking single. Like they didn't know I was dating anybody for like a year.
Facts.
Definitely. Like when the last person I was dating, like my parents was like, when are we gonna meet him? And I was like, no.
I'm still filling them out.
Like, and it
And
only
parents
lasted
don't
4
understand
months.
it.
So it was like, well, why you not? Because I'm not ready for that. Like then when I met his mother and all his friends, and my mother was like, oh, well, you met the mother. I'm like, Mom, you know how many mothers I met?
Hello.
And it don't mean a thing.
He not even my dude. Like,
It don't mean a thing, and I don't want to tell y'all that. Like, ladies, meeting
mamas
meeting mamas
nothing.
don't mean shit.
And them mothers got loyalty to their son.
Hello?
Well,
Shit, half
Let
the
me
time
tell
it's
you.
not even loyalty to their son; it's loyalty to their self. How can your
Okay.
relationship
'Cause
benefit
I got
me?
some cousins that they was bringing plenty of females around that was meeting mamas and aunties.
That's
and
the
all
one
that.
thing I will say about his mother. She don't play that shit right there. She is not putting up with that.
Oh yeah, mine not putting up with that shit.
Nope. She gonna tell you right then and there. Who the fuck is you? And where you think you going?
She gonna make
You
not.
with him?
I mean,
She'll tell her right in her face,
I
I
used to feel bad for people when they like.
I'm like,
I don't
damn,
know
how you gonna tell her?
How you
I
know my
don't
son?
like her.
How long
I
you know
don't
my son?
I'm like, why you
Like-
don't like her? I just don't like her.
See, that's how I am. So I'm
That's
the only
what
girl
we
of all brothers.
Oh damn,
And so like my brother that's right under me.
he gonna
like,
tell you straight up, man, I don't like him, huh?
No, it was the opposite. I'm that's me.
Oh, you on they shit?
I'd be like, oh, that girl is not for you at all. You know what I'm saying? Like
You know
and I
what
feel like if I bring you around my family, like I have an inkling that I want to do something with you. You know what I'm saying? I want to go somewhere. So if I bring you around my brothers, like I just like care a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like,
I want you to stick around for a while.
or I'm trying to feel you out. Like
Right.
I'm a little bit past like just fucking, but I'm not quite trying to be your girl. You know what I'm saying? Like if I bring you around my brothers, like there's a sense of care that is more than just I'm gonna see you tomorrow. You know. So I do value, like if my brothers tell me, because I'm the only girl. You know what I'm saying? I grew up with my brother, especially my brother that's younger than me. We only a year apart. So if I tell you, like if I bring him around, my brother's like, you know what I'm saying? Just something about him that's just weighing me wrong. I definitely take that into consideration. I do. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
that's
Like,
how I am with my older brother. Though.
Yeah.
Like, if he don't like you, I am one of them people. You gotta go, cause me and my brother are so in sync when it comes to things, and we talk about everything. Like, he don't care if it's gonna hurt my feelings. He gonna be like, nah, this is what it is. This is what I saw, and based off what I saw, no. Because I felt like especially if they do something disrespectful or something that is a red flag for him off the bat, he's just like, I mean, the choice is yours, but my suggestion is no.
Right. I just feel like niggas know a nigga, just like we know a female. You know what I'm saying? Like a nigga know a nigga, and I know like the girls that my brother bring around. Like I know a female. I know how I will move. I know you know what I'm saying, what I like.
You know what the
I know how
intentions are gonna
exactly.
be.
I know how to hide. I know how to present something, and it could be something different. Like I know how to play the same game. So I feel like sometimes it is best if you know if you just like in between with somebody to kind of bring them around somebody else, because sometimes we be so wrapped up in our feelings or our expectations or what we want from somebody that we don't see certain things. And sometimes it's good to have, you know what I'm saying, a second viewpoint. You may not always agree, but sometimes I feel like it is good to just like hear what somebody else has to say. Now what you take with, what you do with that information is different, but
it's
I do
always
feel like,
good to have an outside looking in.
yeah, especially from somebody you
something.
trust. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody I know would, definitely has my best interest, you know what I'm saying, at heart, or it's not going to steer me wrong.
That's
for
the
me,
biggest key.
Yeah, it's the trust. And for me, that's my brothers. You know what I'm saying? It might be like your best friend or your cousin, or it might be somebody else, but for me, it's my brothers. And so, like, especially, like I said, my younger brother, like, we're a year apart. So we almost like Irish twins. So it's like, I know, you know what I'm saying, I know he's a man, I'm a woman, but I know he at the end of the day, he going to do what's in the best interest of me. And if you see a nigga moving different because he's a nigga, like, and I mean a nigga, I mean like he's a nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? My brother's a nigga, like for the streets, by the streets, that calm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already know if he peeps something, it's because he's either done it, he can identify, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so if he says something to me, it's like, oh, Because sometimes, like, you know, if you really like somebody, you don't see something.
Yeah,
Right.
it's small red flags that I think a lot of females overlook, or they just can't see it because
Or you
we're
wanna see
focused.
it.
The D,
Right.
You on that D.
But sometimes it don't have nothing to do with.
I'm
the
too
D.
old just to be all,
I
oh,
must
the
say.
D.
No, but
Yeah.
sometimes they be blocking a lot of stuff. You can't pay attention.
Well, then you need to reevaluate your life choices. Cause,
Well, then I need to
'cause
reevaluate. 'Cause
the
I
D don't
think-
move me
sometimes-
like that. I need more.
Oh.
Because I feel like you
okay.
got options. Like, I mean,
I'm with you, Phyllis. I ain't gonna lie. Like nobody, I can never say that somebody has had me stigmatized.
Nah,
But then what is
never.
it? And I'm not saying
Now-
that it's me,
I mean,
but then what is it that be blocking you from seeing stuff?
I
Not
am-
saying it's the
Woman
D
show
for
now.
me, but what is it that might block you from
Some-
seeing the
I've been
red
stigmatized.
flags?
Woman show now, huh?
I've been stigmatized.
So,
I've been stigmatized.
for example, in my last relationship, in the beginning of the relationship, they showed up in a lot of areas that a lot of people in my past did not.
it was the
Okay.
representative that you met.
Yes, right.
Yes.
It
So
was
they
the
hid
whole
a lot of
Grammy and the Oscar winner for
Yes,
me.
you met the front office.
Yes.
You know,
You met the
They
receptionist.
showed up
You said the
with
front
an
office.
And when they got tired of acting,
Then when you got to the corner office,
right, when
in
they
the
got
back.
tired of acting and the real person came out, then yeah,
Once he got the job, he said, okay.
right.
so that's what happened in my like because I was like, oh, you know, I just want somebody that's gonna whine and dine me, da 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 da. He did all that, but he was trash everywhere else. Like he was trash emotionally. Like if it wasn't his problem, he didn't care. Or like in the beginning, he'd be like, okay, well let's talk about it. Let's make a list. And I'm like, what? Like he did all that in the beginning.
In the beginning, them first
And
6
then-
months, that
We didn't even make it to 6 months. We made it to month number 4, and I just was like, nope, I can't do this. But like that told me a lot about myself too, because I don't have no patience. Like I have none whatsoever, and it was a lot of things that I thought I could like overlook, and I was like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't it. And
that's
so
how I am now.
The
after
red
that
flags
last
start going
relationship.
up.
Yeah,
You're like, wait
now
a
I'm at
minute.
that. Now I'm at that point because after that, I like was by myself. Like I wasn't talking to nobody. Like whatever the case may be. Then I had a toxic D situation because that's all it was. And then I finally cut that off. And I was like in a state of clarity where it was literally just me, myself, and I. Like I didn't talk to nobody or whatever. And so now I'm at a point where dealing with somebody. Like it doesn't take long for me to be like, you know what, this not
because
even.
once
this
you
ain't
get
it.
to your peaceful place and you know exactly what you want and what you don't want to deal with, it's like you got to convince me that your presence is
it's
going to
not
be
gonna
greater
disturb my
than
Right.
my solitude.
Yep.
Because that's I'm at that point now. Like, I don't care how many people slide in my DMs. If you don't come the correct way, if the conversation don't start off right, it's automatically it's a no for me.
Yep.
Yes.
Especially, I'm sorry if you can't spell.
Oh,
As
If I
a
open up
teacher,
my DMs
that is
right
a
now.
pet peeve for me.
those
'Cause
text messages.
I be reading texts like,
what?
and I'm the petty person that will respond using the correct terms and the correct punctuation
pet
and all that. Like I'm that. Don't text me when you're supposed to be saying, you know, YOU apostrophe RE, okay? Not you know,
Well,
don't do that because then I'm going to be petty because as a teacher that grinds my gears. So
And I'm gonna hurt your feelings in a second.
Right.
I can open up my DMs right now and then somebody says, "Can I know you?" Like, N-O. Can I know? And I just let it sit there because
Read right past it. Huh?
until you can fix your grammar, it's a no for me.
That's how I feel about
it's the
like,
homophones for me.
hello, like, or like the grown men that still do you, like why you, or you know what I'm saying, like they abbreviate like the fuck TF. No, spell that out. I need.
Oh, well, I do put TF.
No,
though,
I don't.
but-
No, I need.
It
to know
depends.
But I don't
It
like
depends
GM. I
on-
do say good morning.
Oh, the GM.
Yeah, that grinds my gears.
I think it depends on
No,
what
talk
how you're starting the
You know what's so
conversation.
funny? All the shit that y'all hate, I still do that shit.
Well, you got
I be
a whole
misspelling
You are
shit,
comfortable with
all
your
that.
fiance. So what are you talking
I
about?
still
You don't
put
have
the
to
why
worry
you.
about
I
it.
still put
Look,
all that.
He
The
said,
fuck?
I
I do all that.
Nobody. I got my
And
fiance.
sometimes I
Fuck.
have to text him back like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like,
And now that's
speak
when I hit the
English.
FaceTime button. You know what the fuck I was talking about. Shit.
Look, she just trying to help you. Like, I hope you ain't out
I don't need the help.
She's saying, I hope you ain't out there in the world embarrassing us as a unit and shit.
Nah, shit. I shoot emails 24/7, so it's like all my shit is correctly. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
my cell phone in my hold on. Nah,
click.
hear me out. But you know, my cell phone and my computer is two separate things. Like fuck that. My cell phone, I can fuck up on that. Emails. When you dealing with big, you can't fuck that up.
Yeah, but when you trying to talk to me like you,
oh yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Don't fuck up with me either.
And don't try to holler at me under my pictures, okay?
Oh damn.
You know
you're gonna be talking to yourself.
You will continue to talk to yourself.
So can I ask y'all a question? Because this happened to me at the grocery store when I was with my kids, and I got highly pissed off about it. Y'all ever got hit on with your kids?
Girl, I got hit on when I was pregnant.
Me
like,
too, bro.
Oh, he said it's the pregnant people.
I'm young.
But some niggas is like that.
Hello.
Some
I did
niggas
get
is
on
really
my
like
too, but I was at the club, so what did I expect? But
Not
No,
at
I'm
all.
like showing pregnant. Like,
no, I was too. I was 8 months pregnant. I was after my baby shower. He wanted to hang out with us.
I can't.
They took you to the club.
No, because they came in from out of town. I felt obligated. They wanted to go.
But you was pregnant. So
And
been
I
to
hope
the
they
club, but not
surround. Did they
But not
surround
in
the belly? Like, hey, let's keep a barrier around.
the belly.
I mean, I don't even want to talk about that. Like, it was just crazy. Because first of all, you're like, I'm at the first of all, I didn't want to go. I was tired. Then everybody
8
drinking,
months, I'm
partying.
sure
I'm just
you
like
were.
sitting there like eating chicken wings and fries.
not the way.
Then somebody
food.
hit on me or something. I'm
Emotional
like,
support.
really? I'm like,
And see, that's gonna be the thing for me because I'm gonna be the last in my friend circle to be pregnant. Is my friends gonna be like, "Can you come out?" I'm be like, "Motherfucker, I don't want to go nowhere that serves liquor." That's gonna be my problem. I don't want to go. I don't want to go nowhere with y'all motherfuckers if it's liquor there because y'all gonna drink and I'm gonna be sitting there pissed.
Yep.
Like, who told me to have a baby? Fuck you. Fuck
With
you.
a sad face the whole time.
Yep.
Whose idea was this?
I sure am. So as we have so many parents in the room, we all, I'm sure, heard what happened with Kirk Franklin and his son. And
It was about time that shit was building up.
I know.
We knew
I'm
that
like,
shit
I
was
wish
coming.
She did not apologize.
Man, if
I
y'all
really
thought that
wish
man
she
was
did not.
perfect, hell no,
Apologize
man.
for being a dad. I mean, I
right,
understand.
he apologized for
Calling him a bitch ass nigga.
right, and so
Man,
what?
he
It
was
pissed
not
me off.
apologizing to us. He was apologizing to the church community.
Yeah.
That's what he was apologizing.
I understand that.
We knew the real nigga. We knew him.
But he still shouldn't apologize to us.
He
Okay,
shouldn't have
that's
apologized to nobody.
He not the only Christian that cursed.
That's what I'm saying. Like
And the
that,
Hello.
Look.
y'all know the cursing preacher.
yeah, we know.
He be having me date on Instagram, y'all.
Motherfucker.
But that was a big thing for me. Like I posted a whole video about like Kirk Franklin didn't have to apologize to none of us.
Not to, but he was talking to a grown
Ass
man.
33-year-old man
Who was disrespecting him.
But it's dumb because you tried to tarnish your father's image,
yeah.
but it backfired because
Because-
everybody's supporting your daddy. We don't, sir. You're 33.
But we all know Plies. We knew. I mean, not Plies. We knew that Kirk Franklin was going.
Well,
But they look alike. I'm sorry. My
Hey,
bad.
I ain't
My bad.
gonna
That was
lie.
my
it's
bad.
a real gone for me.
Hey, see, Plies made that post was like, y'all, that was really me.
I was
He was finna take one for the team.
Yeah,
But
he
you know,
was.
Kirk Franklin, you couldn't be too perfect. You know what I'm saying? Like we
Yeah,
never
right.
seen him mess up until now.
Okay, so the only thing I'm gonna say is, if it was my grandparents, I probably would have been like, oh, but a parent, after getting disrespected, cussing their grown child,
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a grown child.
Right. I could see if he was talking to like a child. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I hate to disagree again. I disagree.
do you feel that it was toxic?
So-
I feel like their relationship
I feel
is
like
toxic.
I mean, yeah, the relationship was toxic. I feel like, first of all, it's a lot of stuff we don't know, right?
Exactly.
It's a lot of stuff we don't know. We got like one little snippet.
Yeah.
I mean, and granted, how he was talking to him was definitely out of line, but the son was out of line too. So let me make it clear. Like, I believe that both parts were accountable, right? So that goes on both behalves. But I feel like as an adult, you are the father, right? Your image is presented in a Christian light. Now, granted, Christians are also human. I hate when people, like, don't forget that, like, your pastor or these ministers or whatever the case, they are human first, right? So before they leave out of cloth, that is a man right there.
In a suit.
In a suit. Very good. And I mean, not very good, but I agree, girl. We cannot do that no more. No, But I do feel like he definitely did owe his son an apology. And I feel like as a parent, y'all are parents, you're a parent. As a parent, your job is to lead, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he got hot-headed. And I feel like sometimes parents do not apologize to their children when they are wrong, and I feel like that is a generational barrier that we carry on, especially as black people.
I will
like,
agree with
you
that.
cannot
Yes, I
say-
do apologize.
I agree with that
You
part.
cannot say that you disagree, that you can't. You know what I'm saying? You got to do as I say and not as I do, but then
Yeah.
not turn around and apologize to your
Yeah,
children.
but he
when
didn't
you're wrong.
apologize to him. He apologized to us. I feel like you shouldn't
No,
apologize
he
to us.
definitely apologized to his son
He did
in his
to him?
apology. Yes, he said. He said, I
Yeah.
was wrong for speaking to my son that way, and I will speak to my son in private. And I feel like that is what a man should do. He admitted that I was wrong. I was hot-headed. I apologize to you all because, like, y'all pay his bills. Whether you see him in one light or another, like, this is the way he has to live. So as a business standpoint, he has to apologize to his audience. But also as a man of the cloth, like, you have to apologize as a man. You should never allow, and granted, I done definitely cursed my kids out as a licensed social worker. I've definitely been like, who the fuck are you talking to? And my children are not grown. You know, I'm here to admit that. However, I've also then redacted that statement like, okay, listen, I lost it. You definitely made me mad when you did this, and I am wrong. The next time you do this, we will handle it this way. I feel like people pick and choose when you know what I'm saying, when you want to glorify one part of parenthood or adulthood and not. You can't say, like, oh, my parents told, like what we talked about earlier, like you say, you do as I say and not as I do, or you didn't have a voice, but then won't turn around and apologize to somebody when you're wrong. If you're wrong, you're wrong, whether they're 4 or 40. You're wrong.
Yeah, I didn't say that he shouldn't apologize. I think him and his son should fix their relationship,
Yeah.
but I don't think the world deserved the
I don't
apology because his son made it public.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
I
was
don't
a
feel
private
that.
I will
conversation.
say
That was a
in that
private conversation
situation.
that became public, and I feel like on behalf of him and his son, because his son was not going to do it. His son then, I don't know if y'all heard the response from his son.
Yeah, but it
Yeah,
was
he
that
was
part you
alleging
couldn't
some
hear.
stuff. That
Exactly. It's like-
that
it's
was
like,
weird.
I don't,
And then the daughter came out, was like, don't play with my father.
Exactly, and it's so like as a father, as a man, like I can't control what you take from this. I can't control like how you respond to me, but what I can do, I can lead this conversation and issue my apology on behalf of us, on behalf of how I reacted to your statement, and we can move forward from there in private. But because it then became public, regardless of if he started it or finished it, you were exposed, and you have to apologize on your behalf.
Yeah, but I just think that backfired. That let the daughter think she can come on, and then the son came back. I just feel like,
place, they ain't got nothing to do with you.
yeah, but the dad
then the mother
leaving,
came
saying
out, though.
stuff.
The
It
son
was
mother
just
came
so
out.
much. It was just so much. I
Yeah.
felt like
Agreed.
apologizing in private. Y'all doing too much crap in
Why I
public.
gotta
That's
apologize
just
in private
so.
if it was brought up in public?
But he didn't bring it up in public.
He didn't. His son did.
It's almost like if I don't start the fight, but if I finish it, so like the person who started it supposed to apologize.
He
I just
shouldn't
feel
have
like
made
he
it
just
public.
shouldn't have.
And
went on
this is how I feel about
social media.
people in general. It doesn't matter what level of fame you have. Every family, especially family issues, is not public business.
Agreed.
You don't
And
have to put everything on social media. Everything don't have to be posted. You don't have to tell everybody. Like
Everything
sometimes
because it makes
everybody.
it makes everything
the most
messy, and then for an adult to do that to their parent, regardless of whatever happened. Like I watched fucking Benzino daughter with the new song, and I'm just like, it's heartbreaking because like y'all need to heal in private and not in public, because now you have all these people projecting their
what
their
they would
opinions
do, what
and
you should do.
they shouldn't do this and they shouldn't do that, and this is toxic, and that we don't none of us know how this shit started.
Right.
And so I'm just like, it needs to be a level of privacy no matter what level of fame or stature you're at.
Yeah,
And
but I mean, maybe for Kirk Franklin's healing, like that was for, like, I think sometimes also, like, I'm gonna do what's in the best interest of my healing and my growth. And if that was, you know what I'm saying, on my path to healing, I'm gonna do it. Because it's not, at this point, it's no longer about y'all. It's no longer about who sees it. It's no longer about my son and what he takes from it, although, you know what I'm saying, that's separate. But, like, for my healing and my growth, if I have to issue apology, if I feel like that's on my path to healing, I'm going to do something.
but what if the son takes it as, oh, he's just doing this from a business standpoint?
And
So
baby,
then how does that help the healing?
I feel like, I mean, that's just, that don't have nothing, my healing ain't got nothing to do with what you take from it.
That's just like when you tell somebody how you feel. Like,
exactly. Like,
it's about you express yourself. Now, how they comprehend it and what they take and do with it, that's on them.
Exactly.
But you express yourself. So it's not, everything is out there. It's nothing else left to do or say because it's on. You express yourself.
Exactly. It's like an apology. Like, if I'm coming from my heart and I apologize to you, if you don't receive it, that's on you. But if my intention is in good manner, if I'm coming from my heart, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
it's all
afraid
how they
that you.
take
I'm
it.
afraid that you receive what I intended to give you. But that ain't got nothing to do with me.
Well, I appreciate everybody coming out today and participating with everything. I am going to give time to go around the room so everybody can give any last thoughts, or if you want to give a tip for the week, advice, affirmation, you're welcome to do so. If you want to plug a business venture, you can do so. So we're going to go around in order. So Maven, that means you go first. Okay. And also, if you don't have any of that to say, because you was definitely looking at me like, what the fuck am I supposed to say? Okay. Well, you can. What would you tell your 21-year-old self about friendships and dating?
Help is on the way. Help is on the way.
Don't drink and date. Shit, I don't know. Be blessed and drive home safely. Next.
It's the end of the concert for me.
She said, that's it. That's it. I'm done.
Don't drink and drive.
I checked out.
It's the end of the concert.
I don't know.
What, Maven, thank you for thank you for coming out and participating this week. I definitely appreciate all my guests.
I feel like OTG. What was that? The OT Janice. Never mind. Never mind. Good night. Let me turn my mic.
It was the end of a Kirk Franklin concert.
Be blessed. Drive safe. Bye.
So we're gonna come back to Ashley. She's still gathering herself. So, for the couple, I'm gonna ask y'all: do y'all have any suggestions or advice to the listeners on just longevity? Because that is an issue that we struggle with.
If I could do it, you can do it. That's how I look at it. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be hard. But you know, you gotta make work with what you got. You know, you gotta be willing to let it happen. You know, you gotta be you gotta be willing. You have to. You know.
Communicate.
How?
Listen, you ready? Okay.
Like I said, help is on the way.
So she is your help. She's finna give us the gems.
I'm finna about to tell you. Ready?
Yeah, you heard her. She about to finna tell you.
Communication and just being each other's best friend, honestly. Like, being that person that your significant other can go to no matter what. No matter if they had a fucked up day, if they feel like crying in your arms, like, you just have to be that for your person. It's like I said, it's literally y'all against the world. Like, you have to build that unit and that trust and that foundation, and I'm telling you, from there, it'll last for years. And that's all that we have built and strive for is trust and communication. Like, the days we don't feel like talking, we talk. It can be the dumbest shit. Like, we go for walks and stuff like that.
But you gotta have time. You need some time before you talk.
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, I get it though.
Yeah.
Darren, just going forward, you should definitely give her space when she say she
when
needs
she
some
asks.
space.
Because I'm telling you.
Your space is my space.
No, it's
Hear me
not.
out.
No.
Because her anger might reach a certain level one day, and you want to talk in that moment when she knows herself best.
I'm willing to work on that. I'm willing to work on that. I'm willing. You heard me. I'm willing.
NeeNee look like, hey, you ain't got no choice. Look who runs that house right now.
And that's on period.
Hello. Okay. And that's on Marie Hello Lamb.
Oh, that lamb was good because somebody. Yeah.
I'm just gonna let that be what it is. You know, like they say. That's what they say.
Well, no, I appreciate y'all coming. and participating this week. We gonna slide.
Oh, Ashley. We were supposed
Or
to come back to
Daren.
you. Oh yeah.
Or you.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Or you.
We usually close out the show.
Oh, got it.
I'm just saying, I ain't got nothing to say. I'm good, you know.
You don't want to say
I
nothing
guess
to
so.
the brothers being the only man in the studio with all
I
these
already
females.
said, man, you know, it's coming, you know. You got to be willing.
He said that with his chest, y'all, because he said
Come on, man. It
With
got to
his
be
chest.
willing, man.
That
It's a-
daddy
it's
is
a
three.
It's a two-way street, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got to want what you want, you know, and hopefully that it's coming, you know.
Niggas gotta be willing to put the work in. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
man, this shit ain't going to come to you, dog.
I'm going to tell you
Oh,
something.
shit. In my situation, it came to me, you know what I'm saying? She drawed
Oh, don't
attention,
do
so, you know, it came to me. Y'all heard what she
Don't
said
do
earlier.
that.
Y'all heard what she
Don't
said
do
earlier.
that.
Because if
'Cause you
somebody
liked it.
asks you to,
Right.
if somebody
It ain't
asks,
always going to go that way. I mean,
if
it's not always
somebody
gonna happen
gave
like
you
that.
60 seconds to brag about your relationship, what would you say?
Man, my bitch bomb as shit. Fuck you mean? The best. The best. Man, get you a her, man. Get you a her, man.
Get you and him. How about that?
Hey guys, listen, this is not for your children.
It's not safe
not-
for work.
I can't
Not
say
for
we
your
see
children.
we are each other's piece. You know what I'm saying? We make sure
Yes,
that
for the peace,
it
for
gotta
the
be.
safe
You know what I'm
space.
saying? For these black couples out here, you know, we gotta be each other's piece, man. Even if them motherfuckers get on your nerve, you still gotta make peace, baby. You know, don't get me wrong. You know, she gets on my nerve. I love her to death, and you know, it's vice versa. You know,
I would
Drive
just like
safe,
to
be
add,
blessed.
now's the time
drive
to
safe,
be,
be blessed.
if you're in a relationship, now's the time to be making love and having them COVID babies for that STEMI.
There's no more
Oh,
stimmy.
Make sure y'all stay
shit! You
together.
don't know how long this
No,
this
I
corona
would
go.
say no.
Would you say Joe Biden said no?
No.
My man Moneybag Joe and shit.
It's the student loans forgiveness that I need.
Hello.
Okay.
The stimmy is a one-time.
Oh, the loan forgiveness. can
Shit, it seemed like it was a 3-time thing.
That was under a different president.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That,
Well, I heard
okay.
they're supposedly working on something where we may get something monthly.
Shit. Damn.
But yeah, so we're gonna wait on that because I heard it might take a while to go into effect. But I I definitely want to thank NeeNee and Daren, Maven. Actually, we're still waiting on you,
Why gas so high?
Joe.
He gave y'all that money and I go spend it, put it in that car.
You didn't do it, Joe.
I think the only thing that I would say is, you know, to anybody listening, anybody, you know, who is struggling, first of all, like, I mean, the biggest, I don't know, I would just say that, you know what I'm saying, you are you, and that's the best thing that you could be. You are you. You know what I'm saying? Don't compare yourself to nobody else. Like, you are you. Like, nobody else can be you. Nobody else can be you. You know, take it one day at a time. It's okay to not be okay sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Take it one day at a time. You know what I'm saying? You wake up, you're on the wake up list. God has blessed you. You know, one day at a time. That's all I can say, one day at a time. Your next day should be better than the day before. It's okay to not be okay. Like, being Miss Independent, it's okay to have, you know what I'm saying, a community. It's okay to have friends. It's okay to have support. You know what I'm saying? Just show up for yourself. Absolutely. It's okay to, you know, ask for help. Just show up for yourself. Everything else will fall into place. You know what I'm saying? Do what makes you happy. You only get one of these things.
Well, thank you, Ashley, for joining us today. You definitely given us a different side or a different perspective of things from you and from the social worker's point. But no, I definitely appreciate it. We're going to take a moment to do a self-care tip with Miss Phyllis Swagger.
All right, so just real quick, you guys, you know, we just went into spring. We just started a new season. So at this, I feel like everybody should be in a period of cleaning. When you spring clean, it's not just spring cleaning your house. It's spring cleaning that friends list, your contact list. It's spring cleaning everything, getting ready to go into a new season. We are going into a bright season. You know, the weather's getting better. So get ready to go into a new season, and you know there's a time and place for everything. You know, it's a time to live and a time to die. I ain't gonna get too biblical on y'all real quick. Ecclesiastes, that's one of my favorites. But we are into a new season. I think you, in order to receive these new seasons and your blessings, you gotta get rid of some things. And I'm talking to myself with this, but just get ready for your new season. And, you know, keep God first or whoever you believe in. And keep catching them blessings. And that's all I'm going to say.
Okay, real quick, I'm going to do another promo shout out to Paramount.hookah on Instagram. It's the mobile hookah servicing the whole DMV area. The owner is Mike Maintain. Is one of my friends. We go way, way back. His business is booming. I can't answer that question because I don't know what his status is. But, yeah, so mobile hookah. Also, we have a couple of events coming up. Next Sunday, March 28th, my parents, both my mother and my father, will be in the same building. I'm still getting used to having them in the same area at the same time. That shit didn't happen until I was an adult. But they will be in the building next Sunday. And so if you hear me like cussing or if you hear me mute their mic, just understand they was getting off topic and went too far down the rabbit hole. On April the 4th, we're going to have Divine Sisterhood. So it's going to be female business owners as well as a couple of other people may be in the building that Sunday. April the 10th is the tentative date for the Vibe Podcast Social, which I'm looking forward to. Anyone who is interested, you can hit me or Miss Phyllis Swagger on Instagram for that. And April 11th is the networking and building relationships segment. That segment is probably going to be broken down over several weeks because building relationships is something that I want to talk about. It's going to be a big topic. This week, my biggest tip to all the listeners is don't listen to the outside noise or to the world and thinking, like from watching, what's that damn show that come on CW? All American. Yeah. So I love All American, but All American will have you thinking that you're supposed to have your life together before you get out of high school. These goddamn teenagers.
Them Beverly Hills.
Yeah,
children.
these teenagers was going to fucking Las Vegas without parental supervision at fucking 17.
Not never.
And so
all we did was go to the mall.
Exactly. And we still had to be home at a certain time. So all I can tell you is that don't be so focused on what the world tells you with a time limit to have your life together or anything like that. Do things at your own pace, on your own time, your own path. People can give you suggestions on what they did, but your path is your path. Don't be worried about what nobody else doing. So we'll see y'all next week. And thank y'all for joining us on The Vibe.
Bye, y'all.